UCI's campus undergoes another busy ASUCI election season.
And find out how two UCI students won the new iPad 2 by kissing a box. You're watching the ZNN News Network.
If you've passed through Ring Mall lately, you've probably noticed that campus has been a bit busier than usual. Hello, my name is Tolleen Barsam.
And I'm Yvette Aragon. It's that time of the year again. The ASUCI election season is upon us, and this year's candidates have been especially ambitious about campaigning. ZNN reporter Cody Phillips has more to tell us.
Every spring around this time, UCI has ASUCI elections. Currently, we have 3 of the 4 members running for vice presidents of various offices. How did you guys end up just deciding to campaign?
Well, we first decided to run when we had students approach us asking us if we were going to run for office. And so that was what first got us interested in running for office, that we had students who already believed in us just based off our own merit of working hard in the office already. And so we all got together, we discussed our platforms and our goals for next year, and we decided that, the 4 of us get along really well together, and we would love to work together next year as a group so we can really get things done.
So, Rachel, you're running for Executive Vice President of ASUCI.
Yep.
Could you tell me what the duties of the Executive VP are?
Okay, so basically what the Office of the EVP does is we focus on external advocacy issues. So anything that concerns student rights or the budget, we talk with the California State Legislature, and we communicate with them to ensure that students are protected in terms of like what they can do and how much they pay and all that good stuff. So.
Very important. People don't want to be paying money. So Genevieve, you are running for Admin Affairs Vice President. Yes. Could you tell us what the Admin Affairs Vice President does?
So basically, the Vice President of Admin Affairs serves as a liaison between students and administration. So basically my position would be connecting students with administration. If there's a problem with any of the services offered through UCI, such as parking, housing, and dining, then that student would come to the Office of Admin Affairs, and the Vice President would work with the student and administration to resolve the problem.
And I imagine you'd be pretty popular with freshmen that have to deal with the dining commons, yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. There's a lot of things that I plan on changing about dining next year as well, so.
Do you expect to get any, negative feedback from people who kind of fed up with parking?
I'm sure, yeah. I've already campaigning so far this past 2 weeks. I've had people come up to me asking about, changing certain things about parking next year.
Well, Jun, you're running for Student Services VP.
Yes.
And what are the duties of that?
So the Office of Student Services is in charge of all the student programs that are put on campus. So anything from comedy night, Noon Tunes, Ways Goose, Welcome Week, Shocktoberfest, Reggae Fest, Homecoming, all the external campus events that are put on is done through the Office of Student Services.
Are you looking forward to kind of having a more fun job than these two, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we definitely are more, visible towards the student body, but we equally put in so much work, all the different offices, supporting the needs for the students in different ways.
Sounds good. So, well, it's been a pleasure having you guys here. Viewers, remember to vote in the ASUCI election, and it's very important, as we've seen here, the issues that all the candidates are bringing up and addressing are very relevant to our campus. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and leave here with that, and back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Cody. With only 3 matches left in the season, the UCI men's volleyball team has been ranked 4th in the nation, according to the American Coaches Volleyball Association. Our very own Jonathan Boone caught up with a couple of the players earlier this week. Jonathan?
The men's volleyball team here at UCI is one of the most successful sports teams on campus, with 2 NCAA titles in the past 4 years. And this year, they find themselves ranked 4th in the nation. With me here today, I have freshman outside hitter Jeremy Dejno and senior setter Anthony Spittle. Gentlemen? Hello. Okay, so before we get into playoffs, let's talk about the season so far. Anthony, this season didn't start off as fast as we could have hoped for, with dropping matches to teams like Ohio State, struggling with Pepperdine, but now the team seems to be in full fighting force. What do you think is the cause of that success?
Well, at the beginning of the season, we just hadn't been together for a while and shaking off the rust, and we just got to develop that chemistry, and that happens over time. It takes a lot of touches and a couple months to get that going, and you know, now that the season is in full swing, we've played everyone just about once. The chemistry's there, and I think our offense is clicking really well, and we're starting to get better at defense and blocking, and everything's starting to improve. So we're peaking at a good time.
Now, Jeremy, being from Wisconsin, which I would not think is a huge volleyball state, how is the adjustment from that level to the level that you're at now playing with UCI?
Well, I started playing when I was in 5th grade in Wisconsin. I went to club after that and then to high school. So it's kind of been a progressive path into the collegiate experience. And I've also done some USA programs and played on some USA teams. And that level is greater than the club level. So it's been pretty steady, but there's still no comparison to how fast the game is at the college level. So yeah, very, very different from Wisconsin.
Now moving into playoffs. Anthony, you've already been on a championship team. When UCI won the tournament in 2007, you were redshirted as a freshman, and then again in 2009, then you were a junior, saw action in 9 matches, and now you're the starting setter for the number 4 team in the nation with a chance at winning the title yet again. What are your expectations for yourself?
I try not to put too many expectations on myself. I just try to go out there and play my best. And since the beginning of the season, I've really worked hard and put extra time in the gym, extra time in the weight room, and trying to connect with my hitters. And so now it's just a matter of being the leader and showing the guys that I'm here to win and just get everyone on board.
Now, Jeremy, you are a freshman who has played in quite a few matches and have proved to be a valuable asset with 5 aces against UCLA and kills across the board. So going into this tournament, what are your expectations for yourself?
Well, my expectations are going to be the same that I've had the whole time, the whole season. Whether it's going in to serve and getting some points that way, or if the team needs me to go in and play at the outside position, then I'm going to do my best to do that. Altogether, the team's pretty selfless, and I'm going to try to continue that trend. So whatever I can do to help the team win is what I'm going to do, and whatever the coach wants me to do, that's what I'm going to do.
In volleyball, height is pretty important. We have an average height around 6'4", while other teams like Stanford and USC are about 1.5 inches taller than that, and BYU is even taller. So my question is, how do you prepare for teams that are taller than you?
Well, teams that are taller than you usually have good blocks. Pepperdines traditionally have a great block because they're always a tall team, and our offense matches up well against those teams because we do run a fast go ball to our outsides and a fast gold ball to Carson, our opposite. And so we try to beat them with speed. And to game plan against these guys, we usually try to be deep in the backcourt on defense because a lot of the taller teams, they like to hit over the block, and so we have to be nice and deep and loose and ready to scrap up those balls.
How nice is it as a setter to have those multi-hitter advantage, having the back row to go to if you need?
Well, the BIC is the coolest play in volleyball. It just looks sweet. Irvine runs it better than any other team in the nation, and it's sweet having that BIC. It's just a cool option, and yeah, it's great to have 4 options on the court, and all our hitters are really good, fine old machines. So.
Now, Jeremy, moving into playoffs, huge pressure, and you've been known to be that player who has to be subbed in and take that serve. What's the pressure like then?
Well, in the beginning, when I first had to do it, it was very great. But as time went on, I just got a mentality to, go out there and hit as hard as I can. Not as hard as I can, but, in the court and as hard as I can. But I think in the playoffs, the pressure will be the same, I'm hoping. I've been able to manage it so far, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do it again, and hopefully I can get some more aces.
So before we wrap up here, it's 3 teams ahead of you in the rankings. Defending champs, Stanford, BYU, USC. Who do you think is the biggest threat?
Well, USC has had a phenomenal season so far. They're playing great, and we have to be a step ahead of them as far as our offense and knowing how their blocking schemes are and, logistics like that. And But the truth is, I'd like to meet all those guys in the playoffs because, you know, we're scaring them. We scared them in conference, and they know that we're on our hunt right now.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. Jeremy, Anthony, couldn't thank you enough. Great time today.
Thank you for having us. That was sweet.
All right, okay, send it back to you guys in the studio.
On Monday, April 4th, KUCI hosted the Radiohead Launch Party in the Student Center and promoted the event by giving away playoff tickets to the LA Lakers. The launch party featured Ron Artest of LA Lakers, Mario Lopez from America's Best Dance Crew, boxing champion Sugar Ray Leonard, All-Star and World Series champion pitcher Mark Gabiska, and legendary broadcasters Michael Thompson and Rich Murata. Covering the event was our very own ZNN reporter, Talim Barsam.
Have you gotten the medical test you need or a list of tests?
Hi, I'm Talim Barsam, and I'm here at the KUCI Radio Flag live broadcast event. And this event is to promote the use of their Radio Flag smartphone application, where you can listen to the live broadcast, win free prizes, and even get your hands on some Laker playoff tickets. So here we have, this is where the live broadcast is taking place. We have some Laker famous announcers, as well as Mario Lopez, Ron Artest, and some other celebrities that will be talking and meeting here live.
We have interviews with all these sports giants, these monoliths in sports, as Mr. Thompson said earlier. I think we're going to go to a break right now. This is 88.9 KUCI FM in Irvine.
Go to the Droid store, download the app.
It's Radio Flag.
Yeah, and then register your username, password, and then with your email.
Okay.
And just sit around and listen in to KUCI. The minute you hear it, just flag. So post a flag. They're going to say whoever sends a flag to Michael Thompson first wins the prize. Or it might be.
So that's how they're specifically doing the Laker tickets. Oh, okay.
Future Prime Minister of the Bahamas. You can come on up and ask a question live, and the guys will put you on the air here today, and you can be part of the broadcast if you have any.
So now I'm here with Amanda and Jai, two UCI students who are hoping to sign up for the app and get some more information. How did you find out about this event and everything?
We got an email saying Ron Artest might be here. And Ron Artest fan, yeah. And I'll come running for Ron Artest.
So you're definitely hoping for those Laker playoff tickets.
Yeah,
definitely.
And you have a chance to win great prizes, talking to people we have here. I've got Michael Thompson, four-time world champion, sports expert. We have Spiro Adidas, his partner in crime, also a announcer for the Lakers.
Okay, so we are here with Tony, and you are the
Phil Jackson said that he would retire this
When did this all start?
I had the concept actually one of the trip when I was sitting in a hot tub. Because I actually I had a long drive home and I was listening to radio and it was something I really wanted to hear and I missed it. I don't like podcasts because it's old. Back when it's old, I had to look for it, and I thought there had to be a better way to deliver live content. And I was, like I said, a long day, so I sat in the hot tub for about an hour and I was thinking about what I had missed, and the idea popped in my head, jumped out soaking wet, started writing the idea down. It's a true story. And from there, I just built the team. And a big part of the team is our students from UCI. And their youth and energy and their unspoiled creativity is huge for us. And it's amazing what young people can do if you don't judge them on potential. If you give them ownership of something and they show potential, they're intelligent, and they show drive, and you turn them loose, they can do almost anything.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Members of the professional business fraternity Beta Alpha Psi worked in collaboration with the UCI bookstore to create the Kiss an iPad Challenge. 100 hopeful couples were given the opportunity to win a pair of the new iPad 2s by holding up a box using only their lips. The last pair remaining were second-year students Kathleen Alexander and Regina Wiher, who held up their box for nearly 1 hour. ZNN reporter Umberto Aguilar has more for us on that.
Hi, welcome to the Kiss an iPad Challenge. It's hosted by the UCI bookstore and the fraternity Alpha Beta Psi. This challenge is between a pair of contestants holding a box of water between their lips. While doing so, the pair of contestants will have to do various activities, such as hopping on one foot, doing the Dougie. You know how to do the Dougie?
I don't know how to do the
I
Dougie.
don't know how to Dougie either.
Okay.
And going around in a circle. The rules are simple. The box falls, you lose. If you're able to hold it the longest, you win an iPad. You and your partner win an iPad. To enter this competition, each participant will have to pay $10, meaning a total of $20 for the pair. All proceeds help to found a new chapter of the Beta Alpha Psi Accounting Finance Information Systems honor organizations on campus.
All right, here we go. On the count of 3, I want you guys to boogie over. This better be a boogie, all right? No walking. You can take it slow. You can take it slow. You can take it slow.
Hi, here I am with the victors from the Kiss an iPad Challenge. I'm here with Regina and Kathleen.
Hello. Hello.
Go! Go, 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 go! Don't drop it. If you drop it, you're out anyway.
Oh, they're touching.
Oh my God.
So how do you feel? How does it feel winning an iPad 2?
Unreal. It feels amazing. I didn't even know I wanted one. And now I do.
And okay, so when you came into this competition, did you have a strategy or anything?
Kind of. We wanted to not laugh. We didn't want to giggle. Yeah. At all. So we got all our giggles out before, and we like laughed a lot, and then we came here and it was all business.
And got in the zone and concentrated.
Yes. And yeah.
All right, so what do you plan to do with your iPad 2s?
I'm gonna keep mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna
for
keep
class.
mine.
Fun.
Okay, that seems like a smart idea. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.
And now back to you.
Well, spring is definitely in full bloom, so get your beach towels ready. Weatherman Pat Breen has the latest on this week's weather. So how's the weather looking, Pat?
Oh, hey, Anteaters. I'm just doing some early preparation for midterms. Week 5 comes faster than you realize. So, until then, we do have to deal with the weather and whatnot, including the rain that may have already been hitting us. Sprinkled a little bit today. We're going to see some sprinkles, possibly even showers for the rest of the week. It dipped down to the 50s. Don't worry, though. It's going to rebound back up through the 60s into the 70s by next Friday. Also, you know why it's going to be in the 70s, possibly 80s by the end of next week? Because I'm doing a cooking show, and it's going to get hot because I'm going to be in the kitchen using fire to cook things. See you later, Anteaters. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Pat. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to the ZOT News Network.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us at anteatertelevision@yahoo.com.
Until next time, I'm Talim Barsam.
And I'm Yvette Aragon.
And I'm Pat Breen. Enjoy the weekend and see